Hello, good morning everyone, and welcome for history's lecture. So here we are discussing lesson number 12, India Transformation Part 2. In previous lecture we discussed transformation which happened after independence in different fields like science, technology, medical, environment, education, society. Okay, so now we have to move toward next point, the transformation which happened in the field of sports. So today we are going to discuss about what transformation has been happened in the field of sports after independence. So student, there were times when India hockey team was very famous and always they used to return with victorious from international matches. And one of the name which was very famous at that time, that name was Indian wrestler Khasba Jadhav, who earned fame in international wrestling. So Kasba Dadasaheb Jadhav, he he was an Indian athletic and he is best known as a wrestler who won a bronze medal at in the year 1952 Summer Olympic. He was the first athletic from independent India who win an individual medal in the Olympics. After Norman, who won two silver medals in athletics in 1900 under colonial India, Kasba was first individual athletic from independent India to win a medal at the Olympics. In the year before, Kasba India would only win gold medals in the field hockey, a team sports. But he is the only Indian Olympic medalist who never received a Padma Award. Kasba was extremely nimble on his feet, which made him different from the other wrestlers of his time. Now, in the course of globalization, some new sports become popular and many sports persons emerge from various parts of the country. With the globalization, one thing had become very clear, that sport person with extraordinary skill will only rise in their career. So student, question is that why sports is very important in our life. We know that the growing popularity of computer, video games, television, it makes children very inactive in their lifestyle. So the time spent in these things may be spent in some physical activities. Parents, they should also be a role model for their children. If the parents are looking very active, the children are more likely to be more active, right, and will stay active for the rest of their life. Participation in sports and other physical activities can have many benefits for children. Participation in organized sports offer the chance for youth to enhance their physical and social skill. A balance should be maintained that matches the child's maturity, skills, and their interest with their sports participation. Sports offer children a change from the monotony of their daily life. It is also useful means of entertainment and physical activity for them. The importance of sports in the life of a young student is invaluable and go much further than the basic answer that it keeps kids off the streets, right? So that's why government is paying more attention towards sports and they are trying to encourage sports field too. It does in the fact it keeps children off the street, but it also instills lessons that are essential in the life of the students athletic. Sports play a vital role in makeup of a young athletic, especially in the middle school to high school years, where student athletics are much more mature and mentally develop. So, present scenario of the sports world has an unmistakable message that yesteryears of success do not guarantee a success today or tomorrow. Means sports is the field where we cannot give surety that yesterday I won match and tomorrow also I will win. No, there is no surety, there is no guarantee for today and tomorrow. In other words, we can say a champion in the past may lose his position anytime. Yes, so if he does not keep up hard work, so that's why hard work, sincerity, dedication for the work, all these things or the qualities are very essential and needed in the field of sports. It is essential for the sports person in all the fields to prove themselves very every time they play. New records have been made every day to break old ones. So every day every new sports person is trying to make new record for old person, and that again the newcomer who is going to come tomorrow, that person is going to break the old record and he is going to make new one for next person. As well as not only this, but the formats and the rules of the games are also changing time by time. Okay, so here we can take the example of cricket. So in the olden day, how the cricket it was played, the cricket match it used to run for 5 days, right? But today if we'll see, so one day matches are also there, as well as 20 over matches are also there. Means the one day matches were introduced and then the matches were limited only for 20 overs. So this was change which was done in the field of cricket. So like that in every sports field there are changes in rules and in games. So one more example here we can take, that earlier in the wrestling matches it was not concluded till the person, means till the wrestler was pinned down. Pinned down means what? It was called in Marathi chitpat karne. So that person, it was until that person it was not pinned down, so the game was not concluded. But today it does not happen. Nowadays the wrestling match gets concluded on the basis of points scored by the wrestlers. Today there are many types of sports such as kabaddi, hockey, cricket, swimming, badminton, weightlifting, shooting, chess, motorsports, football, tennis, table tennis, archery, boxing, skydiving, billiards and snookers, Malakham, bodybuilding, and so many games are there. And some medias, if you will see, so on TV channels also, some TV channels they are dedicated to only sports, means 24 hours they only show videos which are related to sports. So media and news channel they have their special slots for all these games. There are a number of sports journals published in India. Some television channels they are devoted to sports. The audience of sports channels advertisements shown on these channels, time slot and expenses of these advertisements are vital factors which have shaped an independent spheres of marketing. Right? So there are independent clubs association of e-sports established in India. And all these association what they do, they try to invest a large scales in sports person on individual merit. Means different type of the association and clubs organizations are there and they are dedicated to one sports, and they always try to invest for the sports person. Means whatever the suppose if that person needed training, so that association gives training to that person. A football player may be adopted professionally by a football club, so it is like that. Then the club would take care of that player also and they give training to that player, and he or she has to sign a professional contract with that club. So that is the deal between that club and the player. So that club is going to adopt that player, they are going to take care of that player, they are going to train that player, and that player has to do contract with that club. So players names get association with that club. So this is the format. The IPL matches of cricket, the World Cup matches of one day cricket and 2020 cricket, all the or the matches of organized by the Pro Kabaddi League. You must have heard about Pro Kabaddi League in India. They are presently known as what? Vivo Kabaddi League, right? So all these are the examples of the professionalization of the sports world. Means what this clubs they do, they adopt player for them and they take care of that player, and all these players they play for that particular club. So the professionally played matches have gained worldwide audience, and that has resulted in increase of the honor of the players. Student, the government is also take care of the sports person for their performance, and sport person who perform very well, they perform extraordinary, so that time they get honored with the various award. We know about Sachin Tendulkar, he was the sport person who was awarded with the highest award of Bharat Ratna by government. Everybody knows name of Sachin Tendulkar because he is widely regarded as the greatest batsman in the history of cricket, and he is the highest run scorer of all the time of the international cricket, considered as the world most prolific batsman of all time, and he is the only player to have scored 100 international centuries, the first batsman to score a double century in the one day international, that is ODI, the holder of the record for the most runs in both Test and ODI cricket, and the only player to complete more than 30,000 runs in the international cricket. In 2013, he was the only Indian cricketer included in all-time Test World 11th name to mark 150 anniversary of Wisden cricketer. He is affectionately known as Little Master or Master Blaster. So if the person is very famous, if this person is outstanding like Sachin Tendulkar sports person, so that person get different awards by government, because governments want to encourage this type of personality, they want to motivate these types of sports person. And not only this, but he was the person who was nominated as member of Rajya Sabha, means Khasdar. The sports person, they are also receiving more popular supports and respects. Sports are more and more perceived as prospective professional career for the youth, and that's why nowadays children they become more conscious about sports, and they also want to build their career in the field of sports. Sports has become an inseparable part of school and college education, and that's why PT lecture is compulsory in physical training. Lecture is compulsory in all the school. The next point is national sports policy. The participation of sports person in international sports tournament, increasing use of science and modern technology in the field of sports is reflected in the sports policy of every nation. Government of India announced its sports policy in 2001. In terms of the national sports policy in 2001, central government in conjunction with the state government, the Olympic Association and the National Sports Federation will pursue the twin objective of broad basing of sports and achieving excellence in sports at the national and international level. Sports activities in which the country has potential strength and competitive advantage need to be vigorously promoted. Toward this end, sports and physical education would be integrated and more effectively with the education curriculum. While the broad basing of sports will primarily remain a responsibility of the state government, and the union government will actively supplement their efforts in this direction and for tapping the latent talent including the village as well as tribal areas too. The union government and the sports authority of India means SAI in association with the Indian Olympic Association and the National Sports Federation, they will focus specific attention on the objective of achieving excellence at the national and international level. The main objective students of this policy, it is include to take sports to all parts of India, to take the players to develop special skills, to build supportive and fundamental sports facilities, to help National Sports Federation of India and associated institution and search for the sports talent. And they are not just going to focus towards urban area, but they are going to just find out sports person, this type of personality from rural areas too. uh, and they work to initiate to cooperation from industries, to search for sports talent, to cooperate the private institutions for the cause of sports, to create awareness of the importance of sports among youth and interest in sports among people too. In 2011, Government of India announced a scheme which was named as Come and Play. Through this scheme, 5 sports complexes in Delhi under Sports Authority of India (SAI) Sports Authority of India, it were made available to local youth, and they were also provided with an opportunity to train under SAI. So come and play means the sports person, they are going to come and they are going to play, and they will get training under this authority too. The next step of the efforts of developing sports was founding on National Sports University, which was in Manipur 2018. The courses include bachelor and the master, MPhil, PhD courses in sports education. This university, it is made in the purpose for this, means the student, they are going to take their degree in sports, means they are going to do bachelor, MPhil, PhD in sports education, sports management, sports psychology, coaching and so on. And research in sports also they can do, that is also encouraged by the government. Okay, so one more transformation we can see with the scheme which is known as Khelo India, where youth games are included. So Indian government launched this new scheme under some old scheme and with some new objective. Okay, so this scheme, it was launched with the objective of creating a large popular platform for the sports person and to establish excellence in sports. And this scheme, it has 12 basic aspects. Two major aspects among are to create interest in sports among students from early days in school, and to increase girls participation in sports, because we can see that boys, they participate in sports, they always like to play different games, they want to participate in different games. But what about girls? Girls, they are not that much interested in sports. So here Khelo India, under this scheme, the government just motivating girls to participate in different types of sports. And the National Sports Development Fund, it was also established for the development of sports under this scheme, and the donation to this fund is eligible for 100% exemptions from income tax, and that is compulsory. Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, it was announced with an intention of encouraging players. Not only this, but so many awards are there, like Arjun Award is there, Dhyan Chandra Lifetime Achievement Award, then Dronacharya Award, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Trophy, National Sports Encouragement Awards are there, which are given to the different sports in different field. And not only awards they get, but they get some good amount too. So if the sports person is there and that person is going to win gold medal in Olympic games, so that person is going to get 75 lakh amount, and the teams and the sports person who is going to win gold and silver and bronze medal, that person is also going competition in different competition like Paralympic, Asiad, Commonwealth, World Cup, Asian Championship, international university tournaments, international tournaments, and for the disabled, cricket tournaments for visually impaired, and all this sports person who play for different competition, they are going to get good amounts of rewards as well as jobs also they will get. And beside this, there is a provision of pension too. The retired post person is going to get some amount as pension. So since 2018, a winner of the Olympic game, that person, sports person, is going to grant a pension of 20,000 per month. And if the person is winner of Asian game, so that person is going to get 12,000 pension as per month. So here we can see that government is trying their best to encourage sports field. The government of India is opening many ways for making youth aware of sports as life career, so student can avail of many opportunity in this field. So this was the transformation which is done in the field of the sports. Okay, so today we are going to stop here, student. Next lecture we are going to see our last point which is remaining, that is 12.3, transformation which has been happened in the field of cultural heritage and tourism. So that we are going to complete in the next lesson, and then we are going to finish with our portion 2. Okay, so today we are going to stop here. Thank you and have a nice day.